Hello and welcome to another boot sale hunting with me, Kevin Walford123. The boot sale today was absolutely massive. It was like 4 or 5 rows bigger than normal. So this guy's got loads of games for sale. He's got PS1, he's got 360 games, he's got PSP, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, pretty much everything. And if you look where the PS1 is, in front is a white sticker on the box, and it actually says Game Gear plus games for £5. So I just missed out on the Game Gear. I did ask him, and I just missed out. I have a little look in the box. I can see Jak and Daxter, not a bad game for the PSP, and Sock'em. When Sock'em comes with a headset as well, which is pretty good because you can use it for chatting and use it as headphones anyway. So that's pretty smart. They were £2 a game. He told me that his son on the other side in a red t-shirt has some games as well, but nothing really worth picking up. So that's it for now. So just skip through a bit there, speed it up a bit. I picked up Sock'em and I picked up Jak and Daxter, £2 each. So, £4 for the two, not bad. Still had the sticker on the front for £30 for the Sock'em game. So, pick those two up. Pretty happy with that. Next stall we come to, I noticed a Sackboy from Little Big Planet on the PlayStation 3 on the floor.
How much is your Sackboy? Yeah.
Asked how much there, told me £1, so got to pick him up for £1. He's really good build quality. He looked online and they're about £15, so well happy with that. Noticed a Donkey Kong figure on the table. At first I thought it was one of the McDonald's toys with the barrel, but I noticed he didn't have the barrel. He's a nice little figure, but even if it was 20p, he was a bit beaten up. He looked like he had a hard life. So just there's a little look at him. Nothing too special, so I left him. Box of PS2 games here. Just having a look.
PSP game of Buzz.
And Buzz on the PSP. Nothing worth picking up again, so I just left them. Saw an Xbox original with games. Wasn't too sure about asking. Didn't think it'd be worth it for the price, so yeah, just left it. PS1 games here, stack of them, but they were all sports titles. So again, left them. Now this was a weird one. I saw a load of PS2 games on the floor, some alright titles there to pick up, but they were soaking wet. It had not been raining that day. It's been so hot. It's like 32 degrees. And the games, if you can just notice it, they're soaking. And at the end of picking them up, looking through them, my hands were wringing wet. That's how bad they were. So even if they were 50p, I wouldn't have picked them up. Now this guy here, he's a bit of a dealer. He's got quite a few games. A guy's buying an Xbox here. You can't really hear it on the camera, but what he's saying is basically the Xbox works, but if you stand it upright, it doesn't eject the disc tray. You have to lay it down. So I wouldn't have picked it up personally. But I saw he had quite a few games, so I go around to have a little look. And you can see he's got tons of titles. He's got DS, PS2, Blu-rays, Wii games, pretty much you name it. He's also got a PSP there. The PSP he wants £45, I think it is, with I think it was one game, so no chance of touching that. A few PSP videos there inside the box, a couple of games, and then Amanda spots a massive box down below, which is full of games here. All these games in the box are 50p, but the ones on the table, they're actually £4 each. So I go underneath to have a look at the ones in the box. So sped that up a bit to get through to paying for the games. We got a couple of Harry Potter games, Metal Gear Solid, Time Splitters on the Xbox, all for 50p each. So it's £3 for 6 games. You'll see them at the end. But I was happy with that. He also had an N64 game of Tiger Woods. That's the first N64 game I've seen at the boot sale for quite a long time. But yeah, it's Tiger Woods, so not worth picking up.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sims and bars.
A few more PS2 games in this box. Not bad titles, actually. So I was thinking about picking up Silent Hill: The Room. It's not a bad game. Also Jack and Daxter, and I think it was Tekken I was interested in.
How much are the games?
Said they're 150 each. Then I noticed the back of the box on Silent Hill was actually in Italian. I think it was Italian or Spanish, even though the front was in English. So I didn't really want to risk it taking it home, putting it in, and it being foreign. So I just left the games that were there. They weren't overly in good condition anyway. They were quite dirty boxes. Only took a few seconds to give him a wipe down, but he didn't. So yeah, just left them out. Saw this really cool Ratatouille from the film Ratatouille, and he moved and talked and stirred his spoon. So I thought I'd leave it in the video because it was quite cute.
It is a bit like it. You like Ratatouille?
Saw another table that was covered in games, so I was quite interested. Took me a while to realise, once I looked to the right and noticed the PSP games that were all unboxed, well, boxed but without covers and all manky, I realised it was the same dickhead from last week who said the Mega Drive games are super rare and worth a fortune. So, weren't too impressed with that.
Hang on.
Amanda was looking at a box set of On the Buses, which is an old TV series. He wanted £35 for an old box set of On the Buses. That's worth next to nothing online. Couldn't believe it. Just such a joker. This guy just makes me laugh every week. Spotted an Xbox original. I noticed the seller was quite old, so I was interested in asking how much it was, just to see what they said.
Excuse me. How much is the console? £5, yeah?
I was well happy. £5 for an Xbox with 2 slimline controllers and all the wires. It even had Medal of Honor inside the disc tray, so that's well good for a £5. She didn't have a bag. She ended up giving me a handbag to put it in, so I had to walk around for the rest of the day with a woman's handbag on my back, and it was bright silver. Yeah. Noticed some PS1 titles in a box down below. Couple of Game Boy games, Tetris I think, and Jurassic Park. I'm not really interested. I've got Tetris already. Jurassic Park doesn't interest me, but I was interested in Bubble Bobble. But with always with these games I want, they tend to have nothing inside the case, as you'll see. Open it up, nothing in. So had to ask if they had them in the box somewhere else up the top.
I suppose you got the disc for this somewhere else. There's no disc in it. You got the disc separate, or there's no disc? Nah. Shame, all the that.
The PlayStation.
It's buried somewhere. Put it in the system somewhere.
Probably fell out somewhere.
Please.
Sorry, mate.
How much are the PS2 games? Okay, that's great.
50p each for PS2 games, can't go wrong. Sonic Collection and Sonic Heroes. The other games I weren't that interested in, but for £1 for the 2 Sonic games, and they were in mint condition, so I was well happy with that. So I had to pick them up.
These two. Okay.
Just wait. 150.
Thank you very much.
This lady here had some Dreamcast controllers, 2 official, 1 unofficial.
How much are the controllers?
Asked her how much.
Yeah, I've got the system. Yeah.
She only wants £1 each, but I've already got a load of these controls already, so it's not really worth me picking them up. And to pick them up is just pointless. This lady's got a PS2 and a load of games behind it. She wants £30 for the lot. I think that's quite expensive. It was a slim PS2, but still, yeah, not worth picking up. A few crappy games here, usual SingStar, Just Dance sort of games, Buzz, not worth anything.
No.
Box of discs here, mostly DVDs, but as you'll see through the titles I'm lifting up, it is Football, Pro Evo, the Pro Evo again, the same Pro Evo for a third time, PC game, FIFA, yeah, leave them, goodbye. A few Xbox original games here, Juiced, Project Gotham Racing, Midtown Madness with a printed cover, and FIFA plus Splinter Cell, FA Manager on the PS1, and Cricket 2000. Not really anything good again. Yeah, nothing special. So that was it for the boot sale. It was pretty big, so quite a lot to choose from, but not a lot picked up, but we'll see now. Got a Sackboy on the left there for £1. The Xbox with 2 controllers and the wires for £5. Got Metal Gear Solid, Sonic, Sonic Heroes for 50p, Time Splitters for 50p, Harry Potter, Mummy, Pirates of the Caribbean, all for 50p, Jack and Daxter for £2, and Sock'em for £2. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, and I'll appreciate that very much. See you in the next video.